Okay, so let's go ahead and do a few housekeeping things before we get started. Let's see here. I'm going to send out a tweet real quick. There we go. That should do. There we go. All right. I think that will do for now. Shouldn't have to do too much else. Don't really need to send that information out to anyone else either. Okay. So there we are. Bing, bang, boom. Now we will go over here. Hey, there we are. So we did pretty well yesterday with Boomer Jund, and most importantly, it stood up pretty well to aggro. The deck has a lot of very solid removal. We got really no issues with that. Where we did find issue was running up against extremely heavy, like hardcore dedicated control. Running into like 12 to 15 counter spells, it makes you're not going to have such a good time, especially when you run out of gas and you just start running into draw land, draw land, draw land. Makes things not too great. So that was really the only real issue that we had with the deck yesterday. Everything else seemed to run fine. Deck does great against other mid-range decks. It does decent against aggro. So we are going to continue playing this deck today. I would like to try and take this deck as far as I can on the ladder and see just how good of a deck this is. Mind, we are taking like the shell of an ancient deck and trying to run it in standard. So that's basically what we're doing. So old ancient Boomer Jund in 2024. So that's going to be the plan for today. However, before we get started, there are a couple things that I wanted to address before jumping in. I found a couple questions over on Reddit, of all places, that I thought was pretty interesting and I might be able to give a little bit of insight into. So let's hop on over here. Here we are. Okay, so we're at Reddit. We're in the r/magic arena subreddit. And this person has a question I found pretty interesting. It says, "Good morning, guys. I'm starting to play Magic Arena today. I played the game a lot with physical cards. I don't know how to say it in English. So this guy is from another country. But unfortunately, in my country, and even more so in my city, it's quite difficult to find other people interested in playing. That's why I ended up moving to the arena." He says miking to the arena. I'm assuming that's just a typo or an autocorrection. "I wanted to know how difficult it is to build decks from zero without spending any money. Is it possible to obtain any card in the game without spending money? What is the average time to build a meta deck from zero without spending money? WotC is not officially in my third world country, so paying in dollars is extremely expensive to me." So I can only speak from my own experience. And in my experience, I first started playing Arena around the Kaldheim expansion, but I was only playing casually, doing quests every day, that kind of thing. I did not pay any money into the game at all. And it took me a good couple weeks to develop enough cards to make a semi-competitive deck. It really didn't take too long. I mean, the decks that I was playing weren't like top tier decks by any stretch of the imagination, but they were good enough to get me into gold and into platinum regularly. It wasn't too difficult to do. I didn't start playing Arena dedicated as like my main game until about Kamigawa Neon Dynasty came out. And when that set came out, that's when I went full in on Magic. I didn't start buying cards yet. I just played every day as it being like my main source of entertainment. And doing the quests every day, making sure to getting all my wins every day, every week. And over time, I was able to generate enough wild cards, enough currency, blah blah blah, to build a competitive laddering deck. And I believe I ended up going with a Boros build at the time. It was pretty decent. Um, Again, not a top shelf build, but good enough to um, allow me to play every day and play competitively on ladder, so I wasn't just losing all my games. I was playing enough to get all my quests done, all my dailies done, all that kind of stuff. And it really only took me a good couple weeks to a month to accumulate enough cards and currency to be self-sufficient in the game without having to pay any money. But as time went on, I started to put a little bit of money into the game, if that meant buying pack bundles or buying into the mastery pass, that kind of thing. I would pay a little bit of money at a time just to get me started, because yes, you can totally make enough currency and generate enough wins to play this game completely free to play, but paying a little bit of money will definitely get you there a hell of a lot faster. So don't be afraid to pay a little bit of money into the game, unless it's like completely outside your means. If you're in a situation where the conversion rate of wherever you're from to dollars is really hard to overcome, then by all means don't buy into it. But if you happen to have a little bit of extra money laying around, kicking about like 20 or 50 bucks into the game, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. So that is that. I found that question pretty interesting just because I was a free to play player for quite a while before I started getting into the game myself. Okay. So there was one other post that I found pretty interesting that I wanted to talk about as well. And this person asks, new player with no idea how to build a deck. Question. I picked up Magic Arena very recently as pretty much a first dive into card games as a whole, and I'm not sure whether I should be trying to make a meta build from the get-go or spend my resources on a less meta but more accessible beginner build. I don't exactly have a lot of wildcards, so I'm not sure if I should be spending them on building some kind of beginner build. I've heard people mention monocolor builds, or saving them for a meta build, and currently going with whatever I have. So both of these approaches are totally valid. The game itself gives you a good bit of cards to start your journey. They give you a bunch of starter decks, and every set they give you a free 3 packs plus whatever packs that you can get from the pack codes that are still viable. You can absolutely get a leg up when you're first starting the game. As far as building meta or going off of what you have, that all depends on how much money you're willing to throw at the game. If you want to throw a little bit of money at the game and get some wild cards going, you can absolutely build mono red or even mono blue or mono white pretty much on the cheap. It can be really easy to just build one of those meta decks without spending too much money. I believe you could probably build a good mono red deck off of maybe 16 to 20 wild cards and still have it be competitive. Let's see. What else does he ask here? Meta build, get go, more accessible build. Yeah, another very important thing, and probably why people are suggesting that you stick to a monocolor, is that a lot of your rare wildcards are going to go towards your mana base if you are choosing to play multiple colors. If you're playing 2 or 3 colors, you will very likely be spending probably at minimum 12 wildcards on your lands alone, because like the lands are probably the most important thing for you when you are building a new deck. And a lot of that comes down to what colors are the most useful to you when building your new deck, or what have the best utility. So like even in a mono red build, you might want to spend a few wildcards on some lands like Mishra's Foundry, which will be legal post rotation. So keep that in mind. And do know that Sokenzan is rotating because that was in Neon Dynasty, but Mishra's Foundry or Workshop or whatever it was called is surviving rotation. So you're not going to have to worry about that rotating. So if you have a few spare wildcards and you want to stick to a monocolor and you're playing aggressively, then that could be a decent card for you to pick up. But aside from that, use your wildcards wisely and have a plan when building your first decks. The best way to have a not just competitive but like mentally cohesive deck is to have a plan when building one. Or you can just go for a meta build. If you go for a meta build, I mean, just look up the decks that have good win rates and find the one that's going to be the cheapest for you to build. So that would probably be my best advice regarding a new player just coming to the game, especially for someone that is choosing Magic as their first card game. You might not have a whole lot of experience in other card games and how other card games play, or how expensive other card games can be. So that is that's my advice on that. Yeah. So hope that is helpful to anyone else that might be making new decks or just starting with Arena. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close this down, and we are going to get started with our games for the day. So let's go ahead and bring that down. Okay. Let's go over here. There we go. That'll fix things up a little bit. Okay, so if you were here yesterday, you would probably remember this deck that we put together. This is my take on Boomer Jund. It is a deck with, I believe, 17 creatures, 17 spells. That's right. Yeah, 17 creatures, 17 non-creature spells. Lots of removal and interaction, and hinges on the Discover mechanic. So this is what we're playing today. Mosswood Dread Knight, Liliana, Preacher, Geological, Aquazotz into Trumpeting Carnosaur. So that's what we're looking to play with today. As far as the sideboard, we got Cut Downs, we got Brotherhood's End, Duress, Lord Skitter, and Tranquil Frillback. So again, this is a first draft of the build, so we may be making changes as we play. And our goal is to take this deck as far as we can on the standard best of 3 ladder. So let's hop in, let's play some games. Magician Louche. Interesting name. All right, let's see here. So our opponent is likely going first. Yes, that is correct. So we have black and 2 mountains, a Liliana, a Lightning Strike, a Trumpeting Carnosaur, and a Mosswood Dread Knight. So we have some early game removal. We can't play Liliana off the bat. However, the Mosswood Dread Knight will allow us to potentially draw into our second black mana source. So let's go ahead and keep this and hope for the best. Okay, so our opponent plays Mountain off the rip, so that makes me a little bit worried. But this is best of 3, so we might be in a situation where our opponent is not playing mono red. Never mind, that's a play with fire. Our opponent is definitely playing mono red. Alright, second mountain into a Phoenix Chick. Very fun. Alright, so got a mountain. Now, in this situation, I don't want to utilize the Mosswood Dread Knight because I want to keep mana open for Lightning Strike, because our opponent's next turn is very likely going to be a powerful one. And I want to be able to react if they start playing stuff like Monstrous Rage. Okay, they're dumping their hand as quickly as possible. Alright, they play a Swift Spear. Means they possibly have a 1-mana spell to cast. Well, let's go to Post Blocker Step. Okay, they did not play anything, so in that case, I'm going to cast this right here. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I was hoping he wouldn't have it, but he did. Alright, well, they are down to 1 card left in hand, so I'm just going to play a Preacher so I can get a blocker out there. We'll see what they do. Okay, they play the Slick Shot. Alright, cool. We'll block there. We'll take 2 damage. That's fine. Okay, cool. So we got another land here. And we are going to swing for 2 so we can get a 1/1 lifelinker. And that keeps up mana to kill whatever they send my way. Alright, another Phoenix check. Perfect. Alright, so we'll hit pass. Alright. So I'm going to discard the Trumpeting Carnosaur to get rid of the Slick Shot and take 2 damage. Alright, here is that. Oh gosh, I really don't want to burn life points by casting the Mosswood Dread Knight spell. So I'm going to start with an attack. Then I'm going to play this side of Mosswood Dread Knight, keeping up mana for Bitter Triumph. Another Slick Shot. Okay. That's fine. Pass. Alright. We're going to Bitter Triumph that. We're going to discard a card to play that. Get that out of there. Yeah, we'll discard the Liliana, because I'd rather play the Aquazotz if we get a second black mana source. Not great. That's fine, though. That's fine. Alright. Let's even the playing field a little bit. What do you got? Probably a land. Alright, cool. Good. That was not too shabby. So, what do we bring in? Cut Down, obviously. So Cut Down comes in. We ditch the Bitter Triumphs and 1 copy of Assassin's Trophy. The Tranquil Frillback could be good, but it's a little expensive for this matchup. Do we want Brotherhood's End? Probably not. I think we're going to skip on the Brotherhood's End. I think all we really need is the Cut Down, so we'll go with that. Alright, friend. Show me what you got. Our opponent is absolutely going first. Okay, that is way too much land. So we're going to mulligan that away. And that's a little bit better. So I will keep this, and we're probably going to send back one of the Trumpeting Carnosaurs. There we go. Alright, cool. They did not have a turn 1 play. That's good for me. So I'm going to play Restless Cottage first. Okay, play a Slicky. Alright, so I will go ahead and go with the Copperline Gorge, and that will give us access to any of those removal spells. So we're just going to hold this. The good thing about the Slick Shot Show-Off is it doesn't have prowess. It just has +2/+0.
I hope you like your hors d'oeuvres extra crispy.
Okay, deal 1 damage.
Aw, you're looking a little singed.
Pass. Alright, pop him off. Ooh, that could be pretty strong. But I think we want to play the Preacher first. Let's see if they have a strong follow-up. It is entirely possible that they could just dump their entire hand this turn. They do have 5 mana. Urabrask's Forge, huh? Interesting choice. I'll take the 1. Yeah, that's what I thought. Didn't think they had too much of a follow-up there. Okay, so we got 2 sabotages now, so what we're going to do, so I'm going to, let's see, does this have a, it has a good -7. I think I'll just attack the player. Looks like he's holding priority for something, though. Okay, we attack. Okay, and I'm gonna sabotage. Make him ditch 2 cards. 2 mountains. Wow. So they were flooded. Oh, a monstrous rage. Mm-hmm. And no blocks. Because I know you're going to cast that monstrous rage and it has trample. It'd be pointless to block. Yeah, come on in, champ. Alright, my turn. Next. Attack with both. Right there. Actually, this will attack there. Just to keep them off 7. Okay, he takes some damage. We're going to rip out the rest of that hand. Pretty good. That was a pretty good rip. Okay, they exile the top card. It is a play with fire. Okay, they shoot me for 2. Thinking this next turn will just get rid of their forge. I'll block it this time. Okay. That works for me. Discard against mono red can actually be pretty good. Bear in mind, we were stuck on 3 land that entire game. Let's go in again. Always good to know that you can handle mono red. in a deck that's kind of weird. And I make no disillusions, this is a very weird deck. Cool, I'll play first. I love having the opportunity to go first. Ooh, that's a bad hand though. No black mana sources and all black cards. So mulligan that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's see. We got Trophy, Preacher. I think we will send the Aclazotz back and keep the Trophy. It's the only removal we have right now. There we go. Now, looks like our opponent mulliganed as well. So at least we keep a little bit of parity there. Our opponent is playing a Restless Reef, so they are on some form of Dimir. And they play a Mirax. What are you gonna do? Okay, it makes a black mana. Probably gonna cast a Duress? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, well let's get rid of our only Duress target. We'll get rid of that Restless Reef. We were gonna do this anyways. Is that a Spell Pierce? Sure is. Say hi to my hand. Alright, my turn. Let's go with the Mountain and go with the Sabotage. I could discard 2 cards. Okay, so that was a Cut Down and a Tenacious Underdog. Okay. Oh snap, they didn't have a backup land drop. Alright, let's go with the Preacher. Sweet. Still no land. That does suck for them. Ooh, Liliana's here. Alright, second main, cast the Appraiser. Sweet, Appraiser's here. What do we get to rip off of it? Dread Knight, yeah. I'll draw a card. It's a good card. Fairy Mastermind, huh? I'm surprised you didn't play that in response to me casting the Master Dread Knight. Hey, he finally got his land. That's good. Okay. Let's go ahead and swing. Deshauna's Tidebinder. Okay, that resolves. Just trying to choose which trigger to nuke. Yeah, he wants to draw a card. Okay. Is he choosing to block anything? Okay, block like that. That's fine. I'll just lightning strike it for now. Boom, boom. Play the Restless Cottage, and play the backside of Dread Knight. All right. I was kind of expecting that. All right, so we're up against a control build. So we want the duress. So we can take the duresses. Do we want the cut down? The cut downs could be pretty good. Based off of the creatures that I saw. So let's ditch 2 of those and 1 of those. That's for the duresses. Do we want the cut downs though? I'm curious. We'll go without the duress for now, or without the cut down for now. I think we should have enough removal to handle what they have. Okay, so we get a swamp and a forest that allows us to play Assassin's Trophy, but none of our red cards. So I'm gonna mulligan 1. Ew. That's worse, but I don't want to go to 5. So I'll keep 6 and return 1 of these 3 mountains. Alright, we play an underground river, so that's Painland. We'll play mountain. We'll play Dark Slick. I will play a swamp and end the turn. They play a shipyard and a graveyard trespasser. Yeah, I will discard this other mountain to kill it. Okay, let's play this forest and play this discard on you. Discards a Merix and a counterspell. Oh, it's Gix. Watch out. Let's see. Let's go and discard this. So looks like our opponent has shifted a little bit more into a mid-range shell. Just gonna take my other trumpeting Carnosaur. Cool. I'll take that back. Thank you kindly. Oh. Next. We're both stuck on 3 land. Yep. Hey, there's a land. Hell yeah. We're just staring each other down at this point. Alright. It's a discard effect. You can't really spell pierce that. Ooh. I got a shit ton of removal here. You should have at least 1 basic land to get. There it is. Alright, Black Cleave. Alright, place another land. So at least we can start playing our cards now, right? Alright, let's play the Appraiser. Ooh, did not hold priority. Heh. Alright, discard a card.
For brunch.
I'll discard the trophy.
Won't be outsmarting me.
A cut down. Do you have another cut down? I didn't see him cast it. Maybe he has something more useful in there. Oh, Gix's Command. Return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard. Each opponent sacrifices a creature with the highest power among the creatures they control. Okay. So he gets those back. Sweet. Alright, let's go here into Trumpeting Carnosaur. Hit him with a Duress. Just get that Make Disappear out of there. And +1, discard a card.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Yeah, that cut down's pretty useless for you. Alright, land. Sheldred. Yep, that's fine. Let's go and force that out. Alright. Go ahead and sacrifice a creature.
I've always hated
Should we attack? Nah, no attacks. Yeah, you can gain 2 life. I do love discard. Oh, Restless Reef is coming in. Okay. Yeah, I'll kill your creature. No problem. Yep, I lose 2 life.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
You're up. Ooh, Aquazats. That's kind of funny. Alright, next. Attack. Alright. That is really funny. Mm-hmm. Yep, replacement effects on both. Oh, he's gonna counter my effect. Very smart. Very smart. Hit him with a well played. What in tarnation? Alright, let's go here. Go ahead and discard that last card. Not the cut down.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Alright, well, he can bring his Aquazats back, which he chooses to do. Can't attack this turn, though. Oh, Billy Bronco. Yeah, the Bronco has to attack. Okay, so first things first, we're going to attack with both of these. So we can get our card draw. There we go. Looks good to me. Alright, knock him down. Now, let's make them sacrifice a creature.
I've always hated clowns.
Okay, that goes. Now we'll play Geological Appraiser. Ooh, lightning bolt. Pop that. And then I'll play the Copper Line. Ah, Gix is in the house. Does not trigger if he hits my Liliana, though. So he'll just gain some life.
Fine. I'll take my zombies
It's kind of useless. Do I have any Banlands? I do not. That's fine, though. I'm gonna keep this duress in my hand so he doesn't get a bat. Okay, cool. He has more life than me now. So that means I can utilize my preachers. Alright, cut down there. That's fine. Ooh, did Gavin bat? Exile a non-land card. Come on in. Oh, I discarded a land. Gave him a bat. Hmm. Lands, huh? Not the best. Would have definitely preferred to pull something better. Alright. Blocks with a couple bats. And blocks with kicks. Alright, I will play the Restless Fence and Liliana. Liliana comes in, make him sacrifice a creature.
Nobody knows Dominari's shadows like me.
Alright,
Off
he
you
wants to
go.
keep his Aklazats, which is fine. This is a real back and forth. Oh, Waterfront District, huh? Interesting choice. Yeah, draw some cards in the late game, though, so why not? Ooh, shitty. Going after me or going after Lily? Probably going after Lily. Mm-hmm. That's the longest that damn bat has been on the table in a long time.
With friends.
But I can't seem to draw any removal, which really sucks. Alright, my turn. Draw. Cool. Resolve. Let's go with Restless Events. Animate. Oh, you want to bounce that, huh? All right. Yeah. Discard a card. Yeah. I need to find some removal. That's not it, though. Oh, shoot. That happens anytime I discard a land, not just when he triggers. Ugh. I think I'm going to lose this. Okay, just lets it come through. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, this one's over. Alright, let's go to the next game. Okay, so now that we've seen a little bit more of our opponent's deck there, so let's see here. So he's moved more into a bit of a mid-range shell there. So Brotherhood's End could do well, but I don't know if it's good enough for this matchup, because it does also kind of screw me as well. Let's see. Assassin's Trophy. Assassin's Trophy is not that great in this matchup because it gives him a an advantage. See what we'll do here. I think we'll take out 3 Assassin's Trophy, bring in 2 Bitter Triumph. Do we want Lord Skitter? We might want Lord Skitter. Yeah, give me 2 copies of Lord Skitter, drop a Geological Appraiser. I think that might do well. Yeah, that looks like what I want to be doing with this. Okay, yeah, we'll go with this. And we get to play first, and hopefully we get a better opening hand. Alright, I will play first. That is not a better opening hand. That is 1 land. Ugh. God, that's just about as bad. Alright, keep 6, send Acklezots back. And we pretty much have to pray for good RNG on the draw. Thankfully, this opponent is a little bit on the slow side, so we might be able to get... Yes, thank you. That definitely helps out. Sure. Alright, let's go and play the forest. Draw a card to his life. Okay, that's good. I have to play Mirax. Another Deep Cavern Bat. It's gonna take my Liliana. It's a smart thing to do. Yep, take the 1. Alright, let's go Mountain. Alright, plays another Mirax. Not great for his colors, but it'll help him generate creatures. Alright, Vix is here. Ow. Alright, I need to draw land. That was not a land. That's okay though. You can make do. Alright. Let's see. We'll go... Actually. We'll go... Do we go draw a card? Yeah, I think we go draw a card and lose a life. Okay, that works. And then I'll just lightning strike this right now while I still can. Make it so he doesn't draw more cards. Hey, little buddy. Alright, Shelly's here. Yeah, we draw a card. Cool. Resolve. Let's go Geo. Alright. I'll discard some cards off of that. Now what are they discarding is the question. Discarded a board wipe, huh? Interesting. I wonder why they boarded in board wipes. Alright, Trespasser. I won't be doing any kind of resurrection shenanigans, so you can just start getting rid of your own things. Yeah, take the one. Yeah, draw a card. Alright, not the land I wanted, but it'll do. Alright, let's go and play this. Play the creature. Up with the third on the preacher. Alright. No attacks. I think we may just be losing this one. Yep. Yeah, we just lose this. Good game, bro. Good game. Jund Midrange is pretty strong. I will not begrudge anyone for choosing to play that deck. Okay. All right. I am going to take a break. I need to take my dogs outside for a bit, so I will return shortly. All right. Come on, boys. Let's go outside. Come on, boys. Beans, come on, bud. Come on. Oh, great googly moogly. I forgot to change it over to the be right back screen. I am dumb. But we are back. Hi, how you doing? Okay, so let me pull my mic back on over here so I can actually hear what I'm saying. Ugh. All right, there we go. Hi, how y'all doing? Nice to see y'all. So, first couple games, meh, meh. Yeah, so we did good against Mono Red. That last game against Demir was not too hot, though. I was not very satisfied with that. I mean, granted, it was a good game. It was very good back and forth, but losing the game overall to mostly bad draw RNG didn't really leave me at the good feeling. But you know what? You can't win them all. That's just something I have to just keep telling myself is you can't win them all. So let's get back in there and see if we can get another win under our belt. Let's see. How long has this stream been going? About an hour. Okay. Yeah, we're only an hour in. We're fine. All right. Let's go and pop this down over here. There we go. Okay. We are up against Zian Batado with the Oko skin. Okay, so we have a mountain and 2 forests, a preacher, an Aquazot's, a lightning strike, and a trumpeting. So we have at least 3 turns to draw into a black mana source, of which there are plenty in this deck. So I'm thinking we should be okay, especially because we have 2 removal spells to stall with. So I think we'll be okay. Famous last words. Alright, our opponent plays a Raucous Theater, so they're going to surveil 1. They put Ferocification in the graveyard. Begin with combat on your turn, choose 1. Target creature you control gets +2/+0, or target creature you control gains Menace and Haste. Ooh, that's pretty strong. Oh, look at that. We drew a Blooming Marsh. That is fantastic. That's exactly what we wanted. Alright, they play a Blackcleave Cliffs. Another black-red land, so tells me that they are firmly in Rakdos. What do we have here? When Cunning Coyote enters the battlefield, another target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gets haste until end of turn. Okay, alright. So they're probably going to do that next turn, which means we don't want to cast the Restless Events this turn. We want to put a mountain in play so that we can kill whatever the Coyote gives haste to. Or potentially they just play the Coyote itself, because the Coyote has haste as well. Oh, smart player. Very smart. Okay, in that case, we're gonna just pop you. At least that way you don't get to make me discard something. That was a smart play. Bravo. Alright, so I'm assuming the plotted Coyote comes in now. No, they chose not to. Alright, that's cool. Forest. And Preacher. Alright, he goes for the threat, the Preacher. So I'm shields down for this next turn, so whatever his plan is for that Coyote, he can absolutely pop off this turn. Oh my... Yep. Yep. Yikes. Oh my god. Okay. Well, now I know what your plan was. And it's a good plan. It's disgusting, but it's a good plan. Oh my god. I was not expecting that. Yeah, do what I can. That is a creative deck. I'm a fan of this. Okay. All right. Now I know what to expect. That was absurd. Okay. So interesting combo. Very interesting. Okay, Duress is not going to do me a whole lot of good here. Lord Skitter either, because he's not really reanimation strategy. Brotherhood's End, not really either. I think Cut Down might be the play. We might also need to lean on our discard a little bit. Oh man, that was so silly. I don't know what to mulligan in or sideboard in. Shoot. Honestly, I think I'm gonna keep it as is because I really need targeted removal for specifically that demon. Oh my gosh. All right, yeah. Send it in. That was interesting. My hat's off. I was not expecting that. Yeah, I will play first for sure. All right. Yeah. Keep. that is definitely making it into the video. I was expecting him to come in with something silly like a slick shot or something. I was not expecting that. All right, Raucous Theater surveils. He chooses to keep the card there though. That makes me a little worried. But for now, I'm gonna draw a card and lose a life. Cool. Dig my way out of that hole. Alright, plays a swamp. Cool. I'm going to play this forest, and I'm going to play a Maso Dread Knight. So we need to keep an eye out for his Plotted Coyote, and whenever he gets to turn 4. That's going to be really, really awkward. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, he's probably gonna swing in with the exact same thing again because he's about to hit to 4 land, and I unfortunately don't have a Utsav Baral. Welcome aboard. Thank you for subscribing. That was very nice of you. I don't think I have. Okay, well I did just draw the Assassin's Trophy. Okay. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with this. Because I can at least deal with it now. Yeah. I take a bunch of damage. No biggie. Alright. Let's see here. But I'm still stuck on 3 land. God, this sucks. Alright. Well. Trophy time. It's gotta go before he can untap and throw it at me. No attacks. I'm just gonna stick it right here. Kranko's Buzz Crusher. Flying Trample enters the battlefield for each player. Destroy up to 1 non-basic land that player controls. For each land destroyed this way, its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it to the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Sure, yeah, I'll take action. That'll actually help me out a little bit. I'll go get a swamp. And hopefully that shuffle will draw me into a 4th land. Kranko's Buzz Crusher. I have not seen that in a standard deck at all. Ugh, that's not good. That's really not good. Jesus. Alright, well we kind of have to do this. Let's play it. No attacks. I have to discard a card now too. So we'll discard a Trumpeting Carnosaur. I don't think I'm going to be winning this one. Yeah, we definitely need to stick the landing on this. I honestly just think he wins. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. No land, no incorrect mana, no way to just get rid of that thing off the table, this is just over. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Congratulations, you have a very interesting deck. Well played. Ugh. That's fine. Very, very interesting. All right, let's jump back in. I was not expecting that. Not in the slightest. All right. Let's see what this guy's got up to. I did get struck by the ream beam. I think it was pointed directly at my forehead. Okay. This is decent. I can keep this. This is the 3 lands. I can use the Moss of Dread Knight on turn 2 to hopefully draw into a 4th land. I have Bitter Triumph, Lightning Strike for removal, and a Preacher of the Schism. It's pretty good. So we'll keep it. Okay, so our opponent mulliganed by 1, which is good. Keeps us up on card parity. Right, they play a Jetmir's Garden, so they're playing Naya at the very least. I do want to build a Naya deck soon. Let's go and play this, and I'm going to play Dread Whispers off of the Mosswood Dread Knight. That draws me a card. Very good. Oh, Sparser. Okay, this guy's playing Domain, so this is not what we think it is. So let's go and play that, and I'm going to play... I don't think we want Liliana just yet. We're going to play Preacher first and try to bait out some removal. Preacher of the Schism is a fantastic card. It's probably one of my favorite 3-drops right now. Let's see, let's go and play this, and then we're going to play the Geological Appraiser and get a Discover 3 off of that. Cool. Aggressive Sabotage. We will make our opponent discard 2 cards. If we can get the discard train rolling, we might have a chance. Okay, he's deciding. He throws away a Sunfall and an Island. Okay. That tells me he probably has another Sunfall in hand. You wouldn't just throw that away. Alright, he doesn't play anything. So I will play this Forest. And then I will attack. Draw another card. Alright, he goes to 12. And I'm going to play... Do you want to play the backside of Boss of Dread Knight? Actually, no. I think I just want to draw another card. Because he's very likely going to play a backup board wipe next turn. So we're just going to chill. Herd Migration. Okay. So he gains 3 life and goes to find a land of his choosing. He gets a Plains, naturally, because he wants to play Sunfall this turn. Oh no, he wants to play Archangel Wrath. Okay. With a kicker of 1, targeting the Appraiser. Sure. Okay, so he gains a little bit of life. I will pay 3 life to get rid of that. Okay. So, since he did not play a, he did not play a board wipe this last turn. And he doesn't really have a whole lot of single target removal, so I think Liliana of the Veil is the right choice right now. And I'm going to make each player discard a card. I will discard an Aclazotz, because I have 2 of them. And they discarded a Atraxa. Interesting. Okay, let's attack. Bink, bink, bink. And I will end the turn with the Moss of Dread Knight. Let's see what they do. Alright, they play another land, and it looks like they don't have anything. So let's play Forest. +1, each player discards a card. They discard Herd Migration. Resolve the Herd Migration. So they discarded that so they can get a swamp and discard the swamp, maybe? Maybe. I'm going to discard the Lightning Strike. It's not going to be very good against his big creatures. Okay. Alright, I'm going to end the turn. Because he probably has a board wipe in his hand that he did not want to discard. Yeah, it's depopulate. Alright, Mouser goes back to hand. Alright, go ahead and discard that last card for me. I will discard a swamp. Atraxa, good. Acklesats. What did you draw? Okay, he's got a cycle. He discarded a land to cycle, so that gave me a bat. So, my thanks. And he plays a land. Alright. I will play Trumpeting Carnosaur, so we discover 5. I will put that in hand. Very handy for me. Okay, he goes to 5. Then I will go -6, and I'm going to ultimate Liliana. I'm going to split up your stuff.
Flashing before your very eyes. Good.
Alright, make a choice. Alright, he chose to keep 4 lands. And that's game. Very nice. Cool. We managed to knock out Domain for 1 round, at least. So, Tranquil Frillback will be able to take care of artifacts or enchantments, but we already have that with Assassin's Trophy. We might want to go with the Duress in this matchup. So we'll play those. And we'll go down 1 Liliana, 1 Aggressive Sabotage, and 1 Assassin's Trophy to make room for those Duresses. Okay. And we will say go. Yeah, Bum Bum is making some noise. Okay, so that's a lot of land. But I'm afraid that if we mulligan this, we'll end up mulliganing into like a 1-lander. And this has all 3 of my colors. So this has potential. And our opponent goes first, so we get to draw a an extra card. So we might be okay with this. Okay, so we draw a Blooming Marsh. Play it. Alright, I say Angel. Yeah, I won't be counterspelling anything this game. Let's go and play another Blooming Marsh. Alright, they ditch a Herd Migration to go get a forest. Will they play said forest? They will get a Jetmir's Garden. Okay, so let's go ahead and go Mountain and go Duress. Alright, what do you got in there? Leyline Binding and Long Goodbye. Mana value 3 or less? Oh, that's fine. Get rid of your Leyline Binding. That one's a little bit more troublesome. Alright. My turn. Let's go ahead and play Mountain so we can get a Geological Appraiser going. I think the best thing to... Okay, that was just a lightning strike. Do we want to put it in hand or just throw it at the opponent? I think we're just going to cast it right now and throw it at the opponent. Because it's not really going to do us a whole lot of good otherwise. Because all of his creatures are too big to get hit by a lightning strike and have it matter. Alright, yeah, Archangel Wrath. Alright, let's go ahead and play this Swamp, and we'll play a Preacher of the Schism. One, two, three, four, five, six. And he's almost to Atraxa mana. Not good. Yeah. Yeah, we take the damage. Ow. Alright, my turn. Ugh, not good. Alright, well, let's go with this. And we'll kick it. Auto pay. Okay, discard 2 cards. And then I'm going to cast Lightning Strike on you right now. Actually, will I? Cancel. No, because that'll only put him down to 19, which won't be enough to create parity with the Preacher. So I'm just going to attack for 2. There we go. I don't think we're going to win this one because I don't have a way to deal with that Atraxa. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just go to the next game. Okay, let's make some changes. The Assassin's Trophy goes back in. Lightning Strike comes out. Liliana goes in. Another Lightning Strike goes out. Let's put another Aggressive Sabotage back in. I think that should do. Yeah. Yeah, we're maximized on discard. And we are going first. So we will see how well we do. Let's get in there. Alright, best of luck, Ezo. I will play first. Alright, 4 lands. 2 of which happen to be man lands, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll keep this. I'll play the Restless Cottage on 1, and probably the Restless Vents on 2 with a Duress on turn 2. Alright, that's cool. Alright, let's go here. Let's go Duress. What do you got? You got Spelunking. Here's a battlefield, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand on the battlefield. If you put a cave onto the battlefield this way, you gain 4 life. Lands you control into the battlefield tapped. Glimpse the core, Leyline, or Depopulate. I'm going to take that Spelunking. Because that makes all of their tapped lands come into play untapped. Not good for me. Alright, let's go with... on 3. And we'll go with... Aggressive Sabotage. Just start ripping that hand apart. Alright, what did they discard? Archangel and Depopulate. Okay. Alright, they glimpse the core. Alright. Let's go with Mountain. If we play Preacher, he's just going to bind it. So I think the best thing to do right now is animate the Restless Vents and attack. And I will choose to discard this Forest to draw a fresh card. Bink. Okay, he plays a Topiary Stomper. Interesting choice. Alright, let's go with the Swamp, and this time we're going to actually cancel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. Oh no, that'll be tapped. That's right. That's a pain in the butt. Okay, well, in that case, let's just play the Preacher and give him something to cast that card on. Because I'd rather him cast it on that than my Trumpeting Carnosaur. Because I believe... Oh no, actually, it would have been better to have him get rid of the Trumpeting Carnosaur with that. Because then I could get another trigger if I managed to destroy the binding. Let's see. Let's go Mountain into Carnosaur. Carnosaur comes in, starts discovering. Okay, we get a Geological Appraiser, which we'll also discover. Ooh, and it gets me the Assassin's Trophy, which will eliminate that. That was a pretty good Cascade. Yeah, not too bad. That last card is probably Atraxa, which would explain why he went for the island. Oh no, Archangel. Okay. You're gonna send both shots at the Preacher? Yeah, makes sense. Alright. So, I'm going to cast Duress and see what that last card in your hand is. Is a Boseiju. Okay, that's fine. So, in that case, let's go ahead and go here. We'll activate the Restless Vents. Cancel. And I'll also play this. Then we'll attack with this and this. Discard that. Draw a fresh card. And it's another land. Not the best. Alright. Let's kill that. Unfortunately, now every turn that passes gives him time to draw the stuff he needs to win. Yep. Take the 4. Alright. Play the Appraiser. See what we get. Liliana, that works. Alright, -2, sacrifice a creature. Alright, sacrifice that. Play Mountain. Animate the Restless Fence. And I'll attack for 2. I do not have a card to discard, unfortunately. Coming at my face? Yeah, I'll block. I don't want to go to 6. Okay, cast a Binding for the Liliana. So it's Cottage, huh? Alright. Alright, let's animate Restless Fence. Next. Attack for 2. Discard this Cottage. Draw fresh. Yes, more land. So much land. I can't do anything with all this land. Alright, play the Blooming Marsh. Go. Yeah. Take action. Get another land out of my deck. Take that 4. Dude, what the hell? Yeah, discard the swamp. Okay, that works.
but I'm taking the credit when we win.
Alright, get rid of that Topiary Stomper. Oh, okay. Now let's see if we can dig our way out of this. Alright. Let's go ahead and activate the Restless Vents again. Next, attack. Discard the swamp, or the forest, I mean. Okay. Swing. Play the Schism. Make you discard a card. It's a land. Oh no, it's a Depop. It's a Depop Chopra. Sunfall. Okay. Alright. Oh, cancel. Let's see here. Of course. Alright, discard that last card. It was
I'm tired of your secrets.
a cycle land. Alright, they are activating the incubator token. Are they going to attack me or attack Liliana? They attack Liliana.
You picked a fight with the wrong necromancer.
Alright, Wayland. My turn. Alright, Appraiser. Creature. Attack for 2. And we will rank up Liliana by 1.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Sunfall again. Alright, cool. That was a pretty good top deck. Alright. Restless Vents again. Attack for 2. Discard the swamp. Okay, I'm into that. Ooh. I will choose not to force a discard. Another Sunfall. Okay, cool. Yep. You get it this time.
With friends.
Let's get to trumpeting. See what we get. Mosswood. Yeah, let's draw a card. Another one. Cool. And I will end the turn there. This unfortunately has us in the unenviable position of our opponent drawing an Archangel and just killing us. Herd Migration. That's not good. That's not good at all. I think we just lose now. Oh. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, it's only whenever an opponent discards. Alright. We are just gonna chill. No attacks. Actually, I'm just gonna play the Monster Dread Knight. End turn. Up the Beanstalk. Alright. Resolve. Does he choose to attack? Does he have something to remove Aquazots with? Are you shitting me? Are you... Oh my... You lucky son of a bitch. You are so lucky. That's the top deck of the damn day right there. Yeah, whatever. What a jackass. What an absolute jackass. Yep. I'm not even going to concede. I mean, I'm not even going to let that play out. That is the biggest... Oh, that does not have me happy. That has me the opposite of happy. Ugh. That was not good. That was not good. All right. What is my playtime right now? Jesus. All right. Let me see. I need to see how long we've been streaming so far. I don't want this stream to go too terribly long. Let me see. Drat. I don't see any kind of timer. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, so we can go for an hour and 40 minutes. So I'd say that gives us time for 1, maybe 2 more matches. So we'll go again. I want to keep this to about a 2-hour stream. Because when this is all over, I have to edit this all down into a cohesive video. And even if I don't choose to keep this deck going forward, this has given me a lot of really good information. Okay, 4 lands. We got Mosswood, Geological, Preacher. That's pretty good. I will go ahead and keep this. It looks good to me. So we got 2 Blackcleave. We're going to have to play those early because those are our fast lands. Alright, we've got Restless Reef. So we'll play the second one, and then we'll follow up with a Dread Whispers. Draw a card. Who is alive? Okay, that's a Restless Vents right there. That's a good thing to draw. Okay, draw another land. Let's play the Mountain and play a Preacher of the Schism. Alright. Opponent did not hold priority. That tells me he does not have a counterspell in hand. I'm sure he has plenty of removal, though. Alright, Underground River. Alright, let's see what they choose to play now. Let's go ahead and go with the Swamp and go with Geological Appraiser. See if they have counterspell now. They do! So they just drew one. Great. Alright, Mirex. Alright, let's go and play the Restless Vents, and I will play the other side. Oh, I can't. Z. I'll play Liliana instead. Hopefully. Nope. Our opponent is playing hardcore control. This is going to be very boring. Very, very boring. Interesting. Okay, that's gone. Alright, let's go here, and we will go with Restless Vents. It animates. Go next. We're going to attempt to attack with it. Alright, they're choosing to cut it down, so I will choose to add red mana with it. I will destroy that. I will discard that. Okay, they're both gone. Play another Mirex. Well, at least I'm ripping his hand apart. That's pretty cool. Without even trying, really. Got nothing else. It's all you, bro. Sure. You get nothing. Yeah, I'll take the 1. Alright, Restless Cottage comes in. Yep. Caustic Bronco, huh? Well, I got a good idea of what I'm going to be siding in against this. Alright, let's play Schism. Attempt to play Schism. Mountain. Play the Maso Dread Knight. Do you have a counterspell for it? Okay, sacrifices that make disappear. Alright, cool. I will decline to pay on both counts. Do you have a removal spell for my Preacher? You probably do. Yep, there it is. Alright, Underground River. Restless Reef. Yeah. This is already over. That's fine. I've seen enough of his deck to know what to sideboard in. So, in comes the Brotherhood's End. And the Duress. And also the Cut Down, honestly. So we'll bring those in. And let's see here. We got 9 cards we need to get rid of. So Trumpeting Carnosaur is never going to resolve. Acklezot's May. We'll go down to 2 on the Geological Appraiser. And let's see here. Let's go with... I want to keep all 4 of the Mosswood Dread Knight. We'll go down to 2 copies of Lightning Strike. I want to keep the 2 Bitter Triumph. We'll go down to 3 on the Aggressive Sabotage. And since our 6-drop is now gone from the deck, I'm going to go down to 25 lands. Okay. Here's to hoping. I get to go first. Let's see what happens. That was a pretty brutal first game. I will play first. All right. 4 lands, Assassin's Trophies, and a Preacher. Keep. All right. Blooming Marsh comes down first. Copperlane Gorge will come down second. There we go. Next end turn. All right, they play Dark Slick Shores. My turn. All right, let's go ahead and play the Mountain and play a Preacher of the Schism. We make them have the counterspell or the removal spell. Oh, plays a Fairy Mastermind. Into a Gix. Okay. Alright, so let's go Forest into Appraiser. Let's see what the Appraiser gets for us. A Duress. I like that. Liliana, Cut Down, or Deadly Cover-Up. We're going to take your Liliana and attack with a Preacher. Yeah, Cut Down on the Appraiser. That's about what I expected. Attack with the Fairy Mastermind, but not the Gix. Okay. Alright. Let's go with Brotherhood's End. 3 damage each. Attack. That worked. Now he's going to play a land and he's going to do Deadly Cover-Up. Or Dreams of Steel and Oil. He's going to take my Acklezot's. Alright, let's go ahead and play the Mountain into Aggressive Sabotage. Kicked. See if we pull a counter spell out of his hand. No, but we do get 2 lands. Alright, we will now attack. Draw a card. Not bad. Not a bad card to get. I'm surprised he didn't tap out to put a Mirrex token into play. I mean, he is going to wipe the board this turn. But even still, he could have gotten in for 1 damage. Okay, there's the cover up. Now the question is, what's he going to get rid of? He's probably going to get rid of the Preacher. The Preacher would be the best thing to get rid of. Yeah, there you go. Deadly Cover Up is such a strong card. Alright, and I get to draw a card. Hey, Mouse of Dread Knight. That's pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and draw a card. And then play the Mouse of Dread Knight. And play the Copperline Gorge. Graveyard Trespasser. Okay, he removes his own thing, because he's run out of things to remove from my graveyard. Alright. Attack for 3. Alright, he takes it. Alright, we're going to do... Assassin's Trophy on that. Yes. And I'll discard the cut down to make it happen. You can go get a land. Okay, he gets an island. Right. Chooses not to do anything. Next. Attack for 3. Adawara. Okay. Resolve. Draw a card. Play. Play. Let's see what he does with his last turn. Potentially last turn. Deadly Cover Up. Pretty strong. He is removing all of my threats. Wow, I don't have a second black. Ah, that sucks. Oh well. That Deadly Cover Up is doing some work. I'm thinking at this point, I might only have the Blightning spell to kill him with. I'm down to 33 cards. I should have something left in here. Well, there's that. I could at least eat up his hand a little bit.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me. I'm tired of your secrets.
Land. Yep. Yeah.
Watch it.
There's something. Let's make him discard that card. I want to make sure that he can't,
We all have
I want to make sure that he can't counter what I'm about to throw at him. Mm-hmm. Yep. And turn. Got one, maybe two more turns left. I need to draw damage. Damage of some sort. Okay, she's gone.
knew this was a waste
I also need to not draw land. That's land. That's not what we need. We need something that's not land. Alright, we officially have 2 turns. Yep. Yep. Pass. 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 Alright, we'll see what we get. Land. Perfect. Game over. Ugh. That was very disappointing. I had that game wrapped up. Very, very disappointing. That was shameful. Very shameful. Well, okay. So I think I'm going to cut my losses right there and stop before I start to tilt. So I think I'm going to call this deck there. This is the deck that we played today. I think it needs some work. I'm not giving up on this deck anytime soon because this deck is really fun to play. It's got a lot of great removal in it, a lot of versatile play lines. I just think we got really unlucky with a few of our games today. I think we might need to make a few changes. Probably the Assassin's Trophy might need to go. I mean, it's really good for dealing with problematic permanents, but giving a land to our opponent really feels bad. It's like the only time this doesn't feel bad is when you are destroying another land with this. So I think we might need to eliminate the Assassin's Trophy and bring something else in. Maybe another threat. Because like we are running a little light on threats and pretty heavy on removal. It's almost a control deck at this point. But I did learn a few pretty important lessons with this deck. Is 1, yes, the deck can absolutely work. 2, it struggles pretty hard against control. Against aggro, it's great. It's good stuff. Mid-range, it can be a little bit of a toss-up, but against like a hard control deck, it definitely suffers. So I will definitely go back to the drawing board on this because I am really enjoying like the whole like discover mechanic. Being able to play Cascade cards in current standard is a lot of fun. But the overall deck is a little on the weaker side. But again, it's also kind of a budget deck. Like the most expensive card in the deck is Liliana of the Veil at like $20, I believe. Everything else is like commons and uncommons, except for Aclazotz, the Trumpeting Carnosaur, and a few of the lands. Everything else is like really cheap. So if I were to build a deck in standard, like in paper standard, I might actually even go with something along these lines. But for now, that is going to be it for this deck. I'm going to cut this stuff down into a more viewable video, and I'm going to get to work on another project. I think my next project is either going to be Naya, Bant, or a Rakdos Reanimator, because I really want to build a deck with Rakdos joins up. Let's take a look. Rakdos joins, not Japu, joins. Yeah, let's look for that. Yeah, this card, I have like 3 of them already. I just have not built a deck with it yet. And a Rakdos base control build / reanimator build, it sounds really interesting to me. So I would like to play it. When Rakdos joins up, enters the battlefield, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Whenever a legendary creature you control dies, Rakdos joins up, deals damage equal to that creature's power to target opponent. So if any of your creatures, like legendary creatures, die, even if you kill them yourself, you get to fling their power at the opponent. So this could be pretty strong in a control shell that just reanimates big legendary creatures. So I'm pretty interested in this to build around with. I like this card a lot. I just haven't done the work to build it just yet. So I think that might be my next project. All right. So until next time, thank you very much for hanging out with me, and I will see you all in the next video. So take care of yourselves.